One of the big dangers following an earthquake would be a ruptured oil or gas line, and in this scenario, well, things are about to get pretty hot. We went through all these news vehicles to try and find the crews that came from literally halfway around the world. And you do some bad math, and you could get burned. And it's fitting as the horse racing community remembers the nostalgic notes from Bucky's Bugle. Police say to pack up any of your valuables in the trunk to prevent any thefts from taking place. Reporting live, I'm Karl Mandik. We've talked about taking a selfie while voting. Well, what about actually going with Facebook Live? Here in Indiana, it's a bit of a gray area. You could probably get away with it. You just can't show anyone else while you're on Facebook Live. Disney World shut its doors today at 5 p.m. It's only the fourth time that it's closed since opening in 1971.
Well, that's really saying something.
It is indeed.
325 is down.
When you can kind of hear the cadence of the communication that normally goes on.
Shots fired, officer down. It's an assist officer.
And when something changes, that cadence changes on the radio. You know what I'm talking about?
Shots fired, 998!
In law enforcement, you have listeners and leaders.
What I mean is this.
Rodney Van Zant falls into the leader category.
Contact fire! I've been in law enforcement for 16 years now.
Nestled away in Rockcastle County, Van Zant started Iron Sight Defense in 2008. He has helped running training classes on all 156 acres.
You know, be nice to everybody you meet, but have a plan to kill them. Because bad happens quick.
This type of training, it's more special operations training, and it's not offered in the police academy.
For 10 hours on Saturday, Iron Sight Defense will host law enforcement from all over the state for a free training session.
Good job. Contact front!
The team will train others for an officer down scenario.
We're going to put officers in between the bad guy and downed officers, or downed civilians or innocent civilians that are in harm's way.
Now, in this training exercise, I'm an innocent civilian caught in the crossfire. Officers are going to move in and get me to safety. Let's take a look.
Contact front!
You have to be on alert 24/7, 365.
Trainers believe learning what they don't teach you in the police academy could be the difference between safety and being the person you hear about over the scanner.
Southbound is hit!
New techniques, new tactics that will help them stay alive.
Move!
Reporting in Rockcastle County, Karl Mandik, WDRB News.
Nicolas Cage is in Louisville, and a lot of people are envious of these lucky fans.
Yep, WDRB's Karl Mandik hustled for a brush with Hollywood by trying to find the one and only Nicolas Cage.
Okay, let's run.
When your boss says, get Nick Cage, then you get Nick Cage. Before I tell you how we tried it, let's start with where we went using our trusty Cage face map. The Oscar Award winner is in town filming a movie, and he's been all over the place. Again, follow his face. All right, now back to the hunt. The Cage Collection. Jackpot! Now, any good investigative reporter knows to find your subject, you got to know your subject. So we're going to brush up on some Cage. We got Con Air, City of Angels, real classic here, Bringing Out the Dead. And that is actually, that's none of your business.
You're doing fantastic!
No, Richard, I'm not. I'm not finding him. Now, one person that got close, though, was Kara Lewis, who snapped this pic with Nick Sunday night at the Target in Clarksville.
Thank you, shook my hand, which he has very soft hands, by the way.
Soft hands, total Cage move. He's a sensitive guy, so I thought we could soften him up in our search by speaking his lingo.
That's all you have to do.
Yup, I had Cage fans read some of his classic lines, hoping he would somehow hear them and appear.
That's all you have to do!
We need some women.
I'd like to take his face off.
I'd like to take his face off.
Now, I don't feel that I failed in finding Cage. Did I get to meet him in person? No, but I feel that Karl and Cage are now closer. Ugh, did I just go third person? Nick, if you are watching, hopefully you're flattered. We all can't be you.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
But we can try.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Reporting in Louisville, Karl Mandik, WDRB News.
WDRB's Karl Mandik joins us after he spent his night bouncing between both events in Louisville. Karl?
Our Bernie and Bill mission tonight was to find the characters in the crowd. We wanted the people that just screamed interviewing me. No real exact plan. We started at Bill Clinton and we let the rest play out from there.
So I wanted to go to the rally.
The Clinton crowd twirled with a throwback attitude. They waited for Bill, but some had another man on their mind.
I am going to Bernie after this.
Well, if she's going to see Sanders, I should go too. Directions to Waterfront Park.
Head south on South 18th Street.
Before feeling the burn, we backtracked to the spot where Bill picked up a cup of joe earlier in the day.
It's a pretty great place.
Did you make him anything?
Just a cup of coffee. That's all he wanted. A cup of decaf.
Black?
Yep.
Serving the former president some Java does come with a price. One picture for everyone to see. Coffee break over, it was on to Bernie. Some sang and others shouted.
3 for $7, $10 t-shirts.
It's all walks of life.
A real melting pot of people came out in big numbers for Senator Bernie Sanders' rally at Waterfront Park.
And it has the word, I'm not allowed to cuss, am I?
Whoa, who said anything about swearing? These shirts sold fast for 20 bucks a piece. I'm not gonna say what they say because I can't, but I think you can add 2 and 2 together.
But it has beeping on it.
Yep,
the F word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes a statement.
So that's, yes, absolutely. It's funny and it's also supportive.
All the faces, the different characters we ran into are a reminder of the people that will be headed to the polls later this month for the Kentucky primary.
People died for us to be able to vote in this country, and it would be a slap in the face to not show up.
And coming up on WDRB News at 11, we show you all the traffic tie-ups that took place as Bernie and Bill's events were less than 3 miles apart in downtown Louisville. Reporting live at Waterfront Park, I'm Karl Mandik, WDRB News.